Good afternoon, and welcome to the annual Honors College Freshman Induction Ceremony. As you might have noticed, this year things look a little bit different. Usually, we would all be together for this grand occasion. But in unusual times, we adapt, we press on, and move forward, helping each other along the way. Hi, I'm Kalia Halajwala, a senior majoring in biomedical sciences and Spanish with a concentration in pre-medicine. Let me be the first to congratulate you for starting your journey at Auburn's Honors College. The next 4 years will be exciting, challenging, and full of mistakes, but also pleasant surprises. Being a member of the Honors College can open limitless doors for students here at Auburn and beyond. For me personally, the Honors College has given me the opportunity to form some really valuable relationships, specifically with my professors. More than half the professors I got recommendation letters for medical school came from the Honors College because those classes allow you to form that intimate relationship with them that you'll use for the future. On top of that, I've met some of my greatest friends in my Honors College classes, specifically freshman year, first semester. And also, I've gained some valuable leadership opportunities in the Honors College, working for the Ambassadors Organization, getting to advocate for my university, and learn how to be confident talking to those prospective families and students. My story is just one of many here at the Honors College, and I'm excited that you all will now embark on your own journeys too. Joining me today are fellow honors students Tyler and Brittany, along with our special guest, Dr. Hargrave, Dr. Amy Weldon, Mr. Tim Keeter, and our honors director, Tiffany Scipio. It is my privilege to introduce Dr. Bill Hargrave, our Auburn University Provost. Dr. Hargrave began serving as Auburn University's Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs in January of 2018. Previously, he served as Dean of the Harvard College of Business from August 2010 through December 2017. As the Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Hargrave provides leadership to Auburn's 12 colleges and schools and oversees the university's academic resources, support units, and instructional and research programs. Establishing the academic priorities for the university, Dr. Hargrave leads initiatives designed to promote student and faculty success and ensures the quality of student learning at the graduate and undergraduate levels. Providing leadership to the faculty, Dr. Hargrave manages the processes for faculty recruitment, appointments, promotions, and tenure. And now a message from Dr. Hargrave.
War Eagle, it's good to be with you this afternoon for the induction into the Auburn's Honors College. I know that you're excited. We're excited to have you here. And you're here because you're among the best of the best. We chose you because you've exhibited to us that you will be a success here at Auburn. And we know that you'll be a success from your history in high school. You worked hard, you're smart, and we know that you'll do the same thing here. And we're going to work you hard here at Auburn. As an honors college student, you're going to write papers a little longer than others. We're going to test you a little harder. The classes may be a little harder, but that's only to push you, to get you to be your very best, because we do want you to be your very best. And we know that to get here, you've worked hard, and you'll appreciate working hard. But it's not all about the success in the classroom. It's also the success that we know you'll have outside the classroom. And that starts with student engagement. There's many ways you can get engaged through the Honors College, but there's many other ways to get engaged throughout campus. And I encourage you to be engaged throughout campus. Now, I also know that this is an odd time. I mean, you've entered the university at the most transformative time of your life, in the midst of a pandemic and social unrest. So it probably doesn't feel like you thought it would feel. It's just not right. But I know it will be. And I know it's hard. And you know what? It may get a little harder before it gets better. But I know that you're resilient. And I know that you'll do well, because you've proven to us that you belong here and that you can persevere. So I wish you the very best. Welcome to the Honors College. Welcome to Auburn University and War Eagle.
My name is Tyler Ward, and I am a junior majoring in political science from Demopolis, Alabama. One of my favorite things about the Honors College is that it enhances an already amazing experience. Whether it's small class sizes or getting to know students that are just as driven and determined as you are, the Honors College makes the Auburn experience that much better. The benefit of the Honors College is that it has an impressive network of alumni who hold so much prestige and influence throughout a number of professions and industries. As a member of the Honors College and soon a graduate of the Honors College, you will join this amazing group of movers and shakers. Today, we have the privilege of speaking to one of our amazing Honors College alumna, Dr. Amy E. Weldon. She is a 1996 University Honors Scholar and graduated from Auburn with a Bachelor of Arts in English and in Journalism. She now teaches at Luther College as a professor in English. She has written several novels in her last few years and is currently working on a novel, nonfiction book, and a textbook. These works feature commentary on future writers such as Mary Shelley and William Black, and advice for writers on how to live rich and responsibly for uncertain times. We're so thankful for Dr. Weldon joining us at this time. She is one of the many Honors College alumni who have gone on to change the world after her years at Auburn.
I'm coming to y'all from my room where, like everyone, I've had to spend a lot of time during the last 9 months. But this isn't just any room. This is my writing room, where I've just finished the second draft of my second novel about Mary Shelley. Behind me, you can see the clothesline I use to gather material for its different sections. This is a private place, a special place. But I invite you into it because here, on the threshold of a journey from your own private spaces to a larger world, and to larger, more curious, more generous versions of yourselves, because that's what education is about for all of us, I want to celebrate with you how the Honors College helps you become more than you ever thought you would. I'm a farm girl from Phoenix City, Alabama, and when I was your age, I was so shy I could barely look my classmates in the face. In my first honors freshman chemistry class with dear now Professor Emeritus Thomas Webb, I was so deep over my head that I struggled to earn a D, as in dog, as in damn. Although dear kind Dr. Webb met me after class to help me balance equations over and over. But in my honors freshman English class, I soared. I read Henry David Thoreau and Jean-Jacques Rousseau and Sigmund Freud and Marilyn Robinson. I found it was fun to speak up in class when you have something to say. And soon I realized that I wasn't going to be a doctor after all. I was going to be an English major, to which I added a journalism major too, along with the University Honors Scholar designation that you will have at your graduation. "What are you going to do with that?" my family asked, perhaps rightly concerned. "Well, I don't know," I said, "but I'm going to do something." Looking back on that incredibly naive, whack-ass, dreamy kid, sometimes I want to shake her, but in that moment, I want to give her a hug. Because she heard that inner voice that doesn't lie, the compass point that swings to this, not that. The compass point that swings to vocation, mission, how you want to spend the one life on earth that you will ever have. Frederick Buechner defines vocation as the point where your deep gladness meets the world's deep need. And now, as I never could have expected, I'm blessed to be living in this space of vocation myself, and to be guiding students like you towards that point of discovery too. That naive, dreamy Auburn Honors sophomore me literally never could have imagined the me she would become. Stay with me, I know that's a lot of pronouns. Now I'm 46, which once seemed impossibly old and now seems like I'm just getting started good. I'm a professor of English at Luther College, 1,100 miles north of Alabama, where maple leaves are turning fiery orange now, and where, in another month or so, snow will fall. I've published 3 books and have 3 more in the pipeline. Every couple of years, I get to take students to London and Geneva and Venice and Florence and Rome to study writers like Mary Shelley and John Keats, who were just about your age when they seized their dreams of capturing horror and beauty and yearning in words, and wrote words the world will never forget. I have lost family members and learned to cherish more closely the ones who remain. I see more colors and possibilities and complexities and opportunities, even in our scary world right now, than I ever thought possible. And every bit of this began with my 4 years as a student in Auburn University's Honors College. That is where I discovered the one big habit that will never let you down. Ask the world and ask yourself for more, even if you don't quite see where you're heading yet. Be curious and geek the hell out. Follow that recommendation from your professor, that movie with subtitles, that conversation with the friend who listens to cooler music than you. That's exactly what I did when I was your age. And it is what continues to carry me forward. Pursuit of excellence is one word for it. Geeking out is another. Being curious is another still. But I prefer the words of the poet Mary Oliver. Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? In my one wild and precious life, I've discovered the value of travel and of coming home. Let me show you again what's on the wall behind me. That etching is of the Spanish Steps in Rome, which John Keats could see out his bedroom window as he lay dying at the far too young age of 25. There's a map of Italy itself, kind of lower down right there. There's my saddle behind me from my dear old thoroughbred mare, Shannon. I miss her a lot. There's a stack of notebooks full of impressions of London, my favorite city in the world, right about where my thumb is, with a perfect round sea rock from a beach on the English Channel. But now, stay with me, this may be a little shaky, I'm going to turn you around so you can see what I look at when I'm sitting at my desk. A map of Lee County, Alabama, where you are sitting right now. So, here we go. We're turning around. This is the writing room. Lots of stuff in here. There's John Keats. I have him where I can see him too. There's my Auburn University alumni lamp, present from my mom. And there's my map of Lee County, Alabama. Next to my classic photo of a woman mountaineer. This is in the French Alps, sometime in the 19th century. This sits over my desk too, because every time I think, wow, this is hard, I don't know if I can do it, I think, this has to be easier than crossing a crevasse in a long skirt on a ladder. So, we're back. Here I am. Thank you for traveling with me there. So, Lee County, Alabama, that's home. And as you embark on your own journeys, know this: becoming an educated person, an expanded version of yourself, a big-hearted individual with something constructive to say, can mean crossing oceans and coming home again in more ways than one. We may not be taking so many literal journeys or trips right now, but you are continuing the biggest and most important journey of all, the journey of your one wild and precious life and your education. I'm really proud of y'all as you start your journey, and I wish each and every one of you the best of luck. Please feel free to read more about me and my work at my website, amyweldon.com, and reach out by email if you have any further questions. War Eagle. Good luck.
Thank you, Dr. Weldon, for that inspiring message. Dr. Weldon is just one of the many Honors College alumni who have gone on and changed the world following her years at Auburn. Next, we hear from another Auburn innovator, Mr. Tim Keeter. Mr. Keeter graduated from Auburn as an honor scholar in 1991 with a Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering before moving on to complete a Master of Science in Aeronautical and Astronautical Engineering at Purdue University. Today, he serves as a department manager for Dynetics, where he runs large programs for air-recoverable unmanned aviation systems called Gremlins. Additionally, he supervises advancements in artificial intelligence for the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. Mr. Keeter loves Auburn, and the Honors College in particular holds a special place in his heart. And now, a message from Mr. Tim Keeter.
Well, hello, Auburn Honors College freshmen. My name is Tim Keeter, and I'm in Huntsville, Alabama, and let me begin by congratulating you for all of the achievements that you've accomplished thus far, especially those that have helped put you in this very special organization called the Auburn Honors College. I myself am an Auburn Honors graduate from the Honors Program in 1991 in aerospace engineering. Back then, we were only graduating 2 people per year. And so it's wonderful to see how much this program has grown and how many lives it has influenced and will continue to influence. I'm also an Honors College parent. So my student is a senior in computer science, and he has already experienced a number of years there. So I'm coming at this from a lot of different directions. Thirdly, I'm also a hiring manager for Honors College students at my company, Dynetics, here in Huntsville, Alabama. And I want to give you the perspective from industry of what we look for and why students like yourself make up the fabric of what we want to have in our organization, who we want to have working with us. So, and let me just say this, we know Auburn really well. My company knows the Honors College really well. And if things go the way they have been going for quite some time now, some of us will be coworkers in the matter of 4 to 6 years. So let's hold on tight there. So at Dynetics, I'm a part of the Missile and Aviation Systems Division. I realize that doesn't appeal to all of you, but I'm an engineer and I'm going to talk like one. But I like to think of our group as the Honors College of Defense Contractors. Why? Because we hire only the best that we can find. In my 26 years there, we have never once compromised and lowered the bar on that very, very important criteria. The difference that makes is that we are continually learning from each other. We have a highly motivated, intelligent, creative, and bold group of people, and we're not afraid to take on the nation's most difficult challenges. And by the way, we do that even at our size in direct competition with some of the industry giants. Just give you a couple examples just in my life. We have designed an X-plane called the X-61A Gremlin, and we're going to catch this 1,200-pound unmanned autonomous vehicle in midair and bring it on board a manned cargo aircraft with the Auburn Honors College represented there, and we're riding on that C-130 aircraft to catch it. Look it up on YouTube if you want. We have a couple neat videos there. But that's right, we are designing a flying aircraft carrier, although maybe not as cool and advanced as what you see that the Avengers have these days, but we'll get there eventually, we think. Secondly, we're developing novel next-generation artificial intelligence by teaching AI to fly manned fighter aircraft in combat dogfights while the pilot directs dozens of other unmanned aircraft in the battle. So we have R2-D2 in the back and Ender's Game in the front for you sci-fi nerds. And with real live aircraft in flight. This is not just in a simulation environment. And guess whose honors college is represented? And guess whose honors college is not represented? Just saying. So I want you to take what I have to say seriously. I want to tell you that with all the accomplishments that our group have, and by the way, they're widespread, and it's just a joy to work with these people every day. I want to give you some insight on what we look for to join teams like ours. And I want to encourage you as well to begin thinking, even now, what am I wanting to go do when I'm done here? And what kind of companies do I need to look for? And just a little pro tip here, don't just evaluate a company, evaluate the managers that you will be working for at that company. You want to find outstanding people who are willing to invest in you as an individual and in your career and in the people around you, not just a company because they have some neat brochures. Enough said there. But I want to say this is not just orange and blue blood talking here. We're a company at Dynetics with very, very high standards because we're driven to do great things for our country. And we have such a high regard for engineering and science students in the Honors College that we have a dedicated recruiting effort solely focused on you. Because becoming exceptional at what you do isn't just about you, the individual. It's about the teachers, the fellow students, the advisors, the staff of the Honors College. They all work together to take the raw material that is you and shape, prune, pound, purify, and mold you into a better you. So students, don't waste this rare and wonderful privilege. Take it all in, dive in deep while you're there. Believe me, you need all these people I just mentioned in your life. You may or may not be impressed with my resume and accomplishments, but I want to be clear. I have not achieved anything worthwhile in my life in a vacuum. The trail behind every single accomplishment that I have is paved with actions and assistance of other people. And I can still trace a lot of things back to my days as an Auburn Honors College student. That's why we at Dynetics will only surround ourselves with people like you, like the Honors College graduates, because our livelihoods depend upon it. Our ability to accomplish the things that we do depends on it. And can I take a moment to encourage you not to shy away from doing undergraduate research? Yes, it will take a little extra effort, but you will never regret it. My undergraduate research stretched my abilities in ways I never imagined and directly prepared me for graduate level research. So I have one more important piece of advice for you, and please don't limit the impact of your activities and grades and achievements at Auburn as if their only purpose is to help you get your first job. That undersells what you have before you. Your time at Auburn should be aimed at shaping you as a person. And as for your career, don't just fill up your resume so you can get that first job offer. Take in activities and engage in your academics so you will succeed after you show up on your first day. Now, there's no substitute for being smart and good at what you do, okay? Do that. You know how to do that. You've been doing that in your high school experiences. But success in whatever industry you end up in requires certain intangibles that elevate you from good to great. And let me say the Honors College is perfectly positioned to nurture those kinds of things in your life if you take advantage of them. So let me list out 5 or 6 for you just to consider as an encouragement to you. Number 1, integrity. Just shortly, you've heard plenty of speeches on this, so I won't belabor the point, but work hard and do the right thing even when no one is looking, and especially when no one will ever know. Find those opportunities to cultivate that in your life. Secondly, endurance. Don't be afraid to tackle stuff that is bigger than you. I'm not talking about taking on an unhealthy workload here, okay? I'm talking about diving headfirst into challenges that require steadfast endurance and mental toughness for an extended period of time. That's another reason why I encourage you to do undergraduate research, because it forces you to do that. And by the way, you talk about teammates and building loyalty and together and learning to get through things together and get closer with your coworkers. Loyalty among team members is built over time as you weather adversity together. So embrace the hard times. They do accelerate your maturity if you take advantage of them in that way. Thirdly, leadership. You understand what that means again, but let me say this. Specifically, take leadership opportunities that force you to learn how to better motivate, guide, encourage, correct, communicate with, and inspire other people on a team. Embrace the challenges of people, because you can't find the answers for people in the back of a book. Everyone is so wonderfully different, and they just might teach you a thing about yourself in the process as well. Fourthly, build relationships. Build them in every direction. So here's what I mean by that. Horizontally, it's probably the easiest. These are your peers, the people around you. They're in it with you. But when you start talking about vertical, there's where you begin to see some really big benefits as well. So if you think upward relationships, I'm talking about finding good mentors, and you have to go search them out and ask for them. But find good mentors who are older, wiser, and more experienced than you. People that you see who represent the qualities that you want to learn from. And you may be surprised where you find these people. I would start in the Honors College offices and begin talking to some of your advisors. I frequently tell my younger staff at work, because they look upwards and they see all these different career opportunities, and they ask me, what does it take to become a program manager of things like Gremlins and whatnot? And I tell them, and this is just an example, the best way to become a great program manager is to spend a lot of time with a great program manager. There's really, really no substitute. You can study program management techniques and take classes all day long, but there's an old parenting adage that really still applies here, and that's more is caught than taught. I think you understand what I'm talking about there. And then there's the vertical downward. This is also important as you make it past your freshman year and begin to move into this wonderful, odd realm of called upperclassmen that now you look at as if these people are super old and very experienced. You'll be there someday soon. But as you get there, don't forget, if you've been engaging in mentorship, to do the same thing for others. So I'm talking about, and this is perhaps the most rewarding thing of all, and that's to give yourself to mentor others who are younger than you and less experienced than you. I encourage all the younger people, especially in my department and my division, to attend retirement parties, for example. You can gain a lot by watching how people exit their careers, especially those who are well-loved and celebrated. And you know what? In almost every situation, they're not really talking about how much profit these people made or how many programs they won or cool things they did. In almost every situation, you see people talking about how they treated others and the way that they influenced the lives of others. Don't forget that lesson and leave that legacy behind yourself at Auburn and take that ability, that way of thinking, that way of looking at other people into your next job. Those are the kind of people we look for at Dianetics, and it makes for a wonderful career to surround yourself with people like that and to be part of something that special. Number 5, hear me when I say that you need to embrace failure when it occurs. Not if, but when. You're not learning enough if you're not failing. Now, I'm not talking about an F in a course here. I'm talking about extending yourself to get past the stigma of not accomplishing everything you set out to and take calculated risks that push you. That's when you really accelerate your learning and your capabilities. And then finally, speaking of failure, we have to connect that to humility. Keep reminding yourself, as I alluded to earlier, that you depend on other people. Express gratitude often. That helps build and cultivate that in your heart. And consider other people as more important than yourself as often as you can. And please, ask for help when you need it. I'm being serious here. You've got a lot of things ahead of you, and it's really easy to overload yourself and really get down with how much you have left to do or the things that you cannot do. There is nothing you will face in life that is wise to face in isolation. Ask for help when you need it. We are strong people, but we're also weak people, and we need one another. It's good and right to assist a friend in need, and it's good and right and okay to be the one in need. Those are important character qualities. That's what we look for in an interview, not just the GPA, not just the number of classes they took care of, not just the number of organizations they were a part of or held responsibilities in. So let me conclude with this. I want you to note that all 6 of those things are character qualities. Student, your worth is not in your GPA. Don't place your self-worth in something as shallow as that. Work hard, get a good GPA. There's no substitute for being good at what you do. But also focus on character and work ethic, and the GPA will come. Be an excellent human being. We already know you're smart. You're in the Auburn Honors College. At Dianetics and companies like ours, we don't just hire smart people. There are actually lots of smart people all over this country. We aim to hire exceptional people, and you are surrounded by those. I know that for a fact because I have been a part of the organization you were a part of. And I've always called it the best kept secret on campus, even though you guys are getting pretty big now. And by the way, we do aim to hire exceptional people, and we know where to find them. And I'm looking at you. War Eagle.
My name is Brittany Ransom, and I'm currently a junior here in mechanical engineering at Auburn University with a minor in environmental design. So you often hear a lot of staff here at the Honors College say, honor your dreams. But what does that really look like? It first looks like 1, serving others with compassion. 2, pursuing truth with courage and conviction. 3, it looks like being a part of curating a more just world. And finally, it looks like being able to value the diversity of the human experience. Here at Auburn has a really incredible story to share, and we all have a part in being able to shape the community we really want to see here. This past semester, I was actually able to be part of what is known as the CEO Fellows, so that I was able to actually be a part of co-authoring this statement. When we first started creating the statement, we wanted to first get a feel about what the perspectives were on Auburn's campus, because there were just really 4 of us CEO Fellows really trying to figure out how we can really make this statement for not only the Honors College, but for the whole university in general. So what we really did, we sent out surveys and really just got ideas from different groups like LSA, the Latin Student Association, NSBE, the National Society of Black Engineers, or SWE, Society of Women Engineers, or Spectrum. We really try to get all these perspectives under one umbrella about what did you really want to see as far as diversity here on Auburn's campus. And so once we got those ideas, we found 3 themes we really wanted to really, centralize on. The first one was awareness. A lot of organizations really wanted to see other students that were aware of that their presence on campus, but not only aware, but were willing to be able to actually come and create new connections with them. Next thing we wanted to really focus on was inclusivity. one of the things we got from, it was SGA actually, the Diversity Inclusion Committee, was the fact, there was this one statement that really resonated with me. And what was said was, there can be all kinds of diversity on campus, but no inclusion and no equity. And so what that really means is that there can be, you can like have a whole like, we have a certain amount of African Americans or a certain amount of women in here like in college or in honors college. But what does that doesn't really mean anything if there's no really union between all students of being able to say, oh, I can work with students who don't look like me, who have different backgrounds than me. And so being able to unionize that with diversity was one of the biggest things we had to do, and inclusivity was that way. And finally, we really wanted to focus on, when we wanted to create this honors statement, was leadership. And we didn't just want to focus on the existence of leadership, but the fostering of it. You got to think about all the students in the honors college, and even outside of the honors college, when they go into different things like student leadership, they make a name for a student organization and it trickles down to the different members. That same thing happens for students who graduate and they go and create leaderships at different companies or even different committees outside of Auburn's campus. And so what we really wanted to do was really convey how diversity and how inclusion and equity really shows up here in the Honors College and how it really develops in the leadership program we have here. Speaker for today is Honors College Director Dr. Tiffany Scipio. Since 2018, Dr. Scipio has been responsible for the vision, mission, and overall success of the Honors College program. She received her PhD in Latin American History with distinction from the University of New Mexico in 2007, and joined the Auburn University History faculty that very same year. Dr. Scipio has completed prestigious fellowships with Southeastern Conference's Academic Leadership Development Program, the HERS Leadership Institute, and was the university's Presidential Administrative Fellow in 2017. Dr. Scipio has secured several prestigious research grants and awards, including a Fulbright Hayes Doctoral Dissertation Grant, a CCWH Berkshire Conference of Women Historians Award, and an American Historical Association Albert J. Beveridge Grant for research in the history of the Western Hemisphere. A strong advocate for student international experiences, Dr. Scipio leads the Honors College study and travel courses to Cuba. She served as the 2018 to 2019 president of the Latin American and Caribbean section of the Southern Historical Association. Dr. Scipio is also a published and award-winning author, having written 2 books on Cuban history and revolutionary leaders in 2013 and 2020. And now a message from Dr. Scipio.
Good evening, everyone. I'd first like to thank Dr. Hargrave, Mr. Keeter, and Dr. Weldon for their wonderful comments. Thank you also to all of the Auburn University Honors College students who offered their compelling reflections on the honors experience. And finally, thank you to everyone watching with us this evening for supporting all the bright new members of our Honors College community. I'm thrilled to have this opportunity to share a few thoughts with all of you. This evening, we wanted you to hear from our students, from an alumna, and from an employer to help you understand the scope of the honors experience. In the Honors College, we endeavor to create an environment where students can make their dreams reality. In fact, our Honors College motto is honor your dreams. My hope is that over the next 4 years, you will take advantage of all of the resources that the Honors College can provide to help you honor your dreams. We provide small classes that help you connect with your professors. We provide study and travel experiences that allow you to expand your perspective on the world in which we live. We provide research opportunities that allow you to participate in cutting-edge research with nationally recognized experts. We provide internship opportunities that promote the kind of critical experiential learning that can shape your future career path. We provide individual mentoring and support through the National Prestigious Scholarship application process, which can help fund your advanced undergraduate or graduate studies. We provide service experiences that allow you to take what you're learning on campus and use it to benefit the community. And finally, we provide networking events with faculty, alumni, and peers that will help you build relationships that we hope will last a lifetime. These opportunities will all deeply enrich your Auburn experience so that when you graduate, you will have not only an Auburn degree, but also the experiences and the skills that will enable you to become leaders, ready to do your part to make the world a better place. It won't be easy. You will be challenged. You will have moments when you are operating outside your comfort zone. In those times, I encourage you to call upon your boldness, your resilience, and your grit. If you persist, you will be more than ready for whatever comes next, be it employment, graduate or professional school, or maybe even local, national, or global service. This evening, we recognize your outstanding achievements and welcome you into the Auburn University community. The Honors College pin you will pick up at Cater Hall this week is your emblem of membership and a symbol of all the potential we recognize in you. We hope that you will wear it proudly. It is also a symbol of our commitment to you. We pledge to challenge you to reach and maintain a high standard of excellence and to offer you guidance and direction throughout your journey at Auburn University. Before closing, I would like to invite any interested parents to join me for a virtual reception after this event, where I'll be happy to answer your questions and to speak to you further about my vision for the future of the Honors College. And I look forward to that time together. To the Auburn University Honors College 2020-2021 entering class, we recognize and we celebrate your accomplishments to date. We are honored to join you on this exciting journey to explore and develop your inquisitiveness, your academic passions, and your commitment to making a difference in the lives of those around you. Welcome to the Auburn University Honors College. Congratulations.
Welcome to the Honors College. My advice for you is 3 things. 1, use your resources, whether that's study sessions or the Honor Study Room in the library. 2 is to embrace diversity. There are so many different people at Auburn and in the world, so why not start learning about them now? And 3, enjoy the moment. You will never get these 4 years back, so make sure you are utilizing your time and just having a lot of fun. So congratulations and welcome to the Honors College.
So I want to really say to all of y'all, welcome to the Honors College. And I do have some advice for you. I have 2 things to tell you. The first thing is to really figure out your why. Why did you really join the Honors College? And I know a lot of people ask me that now. It's like, why do you want to join the Honors College if it probably won't matter in 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now? The reason is you can't join your Honors College because your parents told you or because you want to be with your friend or anything like that. You can't join the Honors College just because you want to have a distinction by your name when you graduate. The reason you should want to join the Honors College is to really raise yourself to a higher standard, to really supersede yourself, not only academically, but personally. It allowed you to really make friendships with those with the small classrooms and the social situations, and also allows you to really develop bonds with your professors and other staff in the Honors College. This is your time to really claim who you are in college, a time that I think that everybody's doing, but you're doing it at a point that is actually measured by other people. So that's one advice I would give you. The second piece of advice I would give you is don't afraid to not be perfect. I didn't join the Honors College my freshman year. I actually joined my sophomore year. This is maybe my 3rd semester here because I'm a junior right now. And what really got me really scared is I really felt the need to be perfect, to have everything aligned right. And I had to get the perfect grades, say the right things in every single situation. And that isn't the case. It's all about you wanting to better yourself, you wanting to raise the standard. And that's what I wanted to do. And the Honors College advisors are amazing and they helped me really get on track really quickly. So that really helped me out in the long run. But that's just what I really tell you. Don't be afraid to not be perfect. Just remember just to be yourself and just to utilize the college, utilize the tools that are given to you, the abroad program, taking the different honors specific classes, and even like the grad studies, which I'm definitely going to do this my senior year, this upcoming year, and just really utilize it to really follow your dreams and really to pursue the career that you want to be and become the leader that you will become after college. So congratulations and welcome to the Honors College.
My hope for you is that the next 4 years will be full of fun and new experiences. Don't be afraid to say yes to opportunities that will present themselves to you throughout your Honors College experience. Take advantage of everything that the Honors College has to offer, the cups at Cater and the pancake breakfast, and everything else in between. Congratulations and welcome. Thank you again to all our guest speakers this evening, and remember to stop by Cater Hall this week to pick up your Honors College pin. Have a great year and War Eagle!